Okay. Hello. Hope you have a nice day. Okay. Everything's good. Okay, let me switch the screens here for the start and run the ads first here on Twitch. So, yeah, okay, so this one problem is the problem of the day here. Actually, I did rediscover, because this is the one problem I actually was really impressed by the kind of solution of this. So try to play as black here and use kind of the one leg chicken kind of shape idea is gonna come into play here. But you cannot go straight away with this, and try to figure out. So the first move is going to be really important. And also white's response, so try to think about it. Yeah. Really reminded me, this one problem, probably I was the most surprised about the solution of this way back in the day. First time I've seen it. So okay, gonna wait a little bit to try to find someone. And if you have time, we're gonna play 2 games. If not, maybe only one. We'll see. And no, I need to put some content out there. I haven't shot it yet, but definitely will be planning on doing some things here on the YouTube channel. So I'd be happy if you can go check over there. I'll just post a link here. So if you're gonna try to go, you can go over here. And sub would be also nice if you can do so. And okay, let me start finding someone. Would like to play a bit better than maybe yesterday, because we want to go up to 8 down and whatnot. Would like to have better, like, convincing wins. But all we can do is try to improve each day, so gonna try our best. Just let me see. Okay. Oh. Just each time I need to check the profile of your opponent, because yesterday we played against someone that needed to be on the list, and don't want to make the same mistake again. So we'll just check from now on a bit more carefully. Hopefully you can wait a little bit until the start. I don't know if you followed, but today there was the Chunlan Cup kind of round of 16 during the day. It's pretty fun watch. But Team Japan has lost, which is kind of a shame. Let me just see. Okay, I'll switch the screens here. There we go. So playing my first game here as white. Hopefully you can play better. We'll try to go a bit faster, just because I feel like these days have a bit too much time travel at the end. So yeah, here we'll just respond. And hi Dumpling, nice to see you. Hope you're doing good. Have a nice day. Yes, that one you just respond, play this simple Joseki, and in this case I think you just Atari play here, because just pushing here without any support from white stones, I think it's not really what you want to do, but it should still be fine to push here and play for this. But I'm gonna choose this one right here, just simpler. So this kind of turn from black is always kind of a topical kind of big point, and also from white something around here. But right now going straight here feels a bit early. You could take the corner here, approach this way. Yeah, probably going to play this one to prevent black to enclose. Played 2 games with 8 on today. I'm absolutely exhausted, whole board fighting. That's kind of how it goes at 8 on. You need to be using kind of your energy. And yeah, play precisely. You cannot afford to make any mistakes. So I kind of feel I understand. Yeah, the kind of exhaustion there. Okay, so black just responds. Could have pinched somewhere here, but response is probably yeah, a bit more accurate in terms of AI. I think you can just play away here, take the corner, or respawn something around here. Both should be totally fine. Pinching something around here is probably also an idea to play with this kind of L17 follow-up. Is a point that you want to aim as white quite early, but as for me, I prefer to probably just play here and then maybe play this one. You could also approach to have some support against this. Yeah, I'm gonna play this move. Just trying to settle on the right side. And if this, you can probably just go inside the corner here. And try to deal with something against the invasion from black around here. Could also go inside over here, but black will probably attach and cut this type of thing. Yeah, responding something around here to protect this invasion seems to be a bit too soft. Maybe we could play here to kind of attack these 2 stones. Yeah, you know what? I think as white you need to kind of play around here. He's gonna try to invade somewhat over here. Double approach to 4-4 doesn't feel very punishing. Or I would immediately 3-3 here. Yeah, you could leave it for later, but without this one, just 3-3 could be also. So you don't want to approach here because double approach doesn't feel as punishing, so I get the meaning behind. Against this, you just jump. I think around here it all depends like how you're gonna continue how to play, but the moves I played here should be kind of playable. Yeah, this is somewhat a good move here. Maybe you want to think like to cross cut here straight away. Like that is the most aggressive move, and you want to start to think from there. If it's going to be extend, these two stones here or free, then probably need some protection, because next there's be this slide and you have these two stones kind of in the middle, and here we can kind of run away with the dash or jump. So I think this would be a bit better for white. Yeah, I think we want to get the outside here. It seems to be working quite well with the kind of overall board. I think just, yeah, we'll see what black plan is. For me, I would like to pincer I-17 first. So yeah, go something around here first before this one. Yeah, I could totally get this. Depends if black is gonna do this type of thing, but here I'm gonna benefit quite a bit if black tries to do this, so we'll see. And then counterplay something around here. Against this, probably the move should be just to extend, because black can actually Atari from here. When you play this one, can just push this way and then try to take the kind of corner shape over here. And this is not really a good move, because black can just push through here, and then it's better to have the stone over here than this one, even if black responds here. So yeah, I think just extend or actually take here, because we have the ladder. So it's either one of those. Yeah, in this case I think we take, simply because we have the ladder. And then against ladder breaker, we see maybe we can like shoulder it, could play something around here, we'll see. So play this ladder. If black puts another move, maybe you could just take. This black probably needs to put some move over here. And the thing is, this was black's corner to start with, so it's not like we're gonna give up a ton of points overall. And still we have maybe this kind of Aji. Yeah, I think you take, just to take away all ladder breakers from black around here, like so did. Maybe you could kind of invade here if you want to play like kind of aggressively, and kind of leave the ladder breakers here behind. Because maybe if you just take, black would just kind of attach here and be fine with the bottom side, and then this kind of thickness might be a bit kind of misplaced. So yeah, probably just going to invade. When you take here, you rather saying that the corner is kind of not kind of solid in a sense, but leaving this kind of bottom side to black. This one 100% you need to hane. Question is, black would, yeah, if black could do this or this one. Sometimes here could just extend, that's a move. And if black blocks, just block this way, get the outside kind of thing. Could also just Atari push through, cut, play this kind of Joseki here. Maybe with this one stone over here, you want to push here, this one. Not sure. And Apologo, thank you. Yeah, I'm streaming again. These days, like, actually it's been a few months I'm streaming daily, so if you're my listener back in the day, it is nice to see you back. You get Atari Connect. Extend, Atari Connect, Atari Push Through. I mean, these are the three candidates here. Atari connect here, this one. Against here, you block this one, you can cut here, Atari just take this one stone kind of thing. And not give up the corner in a big way. Yeah, probably thinking a bit too much here, but okay. Gonna Atari here, not extend because of this stone over here. And yeah, do we push, cut this one, cut here, descend, cut. Yeah, maybe you connect because it feels just over concentrated here to do this. And if you're gonna go like not cutting but this one, yeah, black can kind of use this archie where they like peep around here. Yeah, maybe it's better to connect this way and then get the outside. And hi, Intricate, nice to see you. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for the daily support. Yeah, so going to block this way, get the outside. If bump, you can just block, cut here, and still get the... Yeah, I think this is fine. Could be better these couple of days. Good luck with the games. Yeah, I mean, it's life. Have ups and downs, but it's still nice to see you. Hope it's nothing bad. Really, I thought you would drop down. Yeah, I prefer to play this kind of thing here. But maybe you could drop down and kind of continue with the attack. That could have been a thing. My plan was to just cut this way. Maybe against here, black will cut once. Just trying to take this kind of whole moyo here on the bottom side. Maybe against this, the kind of ladder breaker, if black tries to play, if it's very strong against here, I would just connect and kind of dare for black to run away with this stone. Interesting move right here. I think usually you want to take and then cut and then make a call. But do we have... We don't have any call threats. We could make some here.
3、4、5、6、7、8、9。残り2回です。
Yeah, I think we make it a call, and then if it cut, you can Atari and then push again. Type of thing. Don't know if this is bad though. Maybe still connect and then...
3、4、5、6、7。
I think you want to take here. And then Atari this way. Gonna use a call threat around here.
Because
if black Atari's here, it's gonna take away some Archie against the outside, so I don't mind. I think we crawl here. The thing is, if we connect, it's going to be related with the kind of life and death of here, because when you connect and descend, this is going to be dead. This one black will block from the outside, and yeah, I think we need to crawl here.
1、2、
And then continue the call. Thing is, what kind of call thread do we make here? I mean, maybe push? Is this bad? Hane could be a thing.
One, 2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。残り1回です。
Yeah, push feels a bit weird. Giving up, but maybe we need to do this. It's honey, maybe black will block here.
3
Yeah, okay, let me do this one. Just to be a bit more direct. Maybe he's gonna play away. I think next white threat is this one, not Atari. Because this is sent there, so threatening here. But yeah, maybe black's gonna just connect and... I think against any move you connect here, unless it's call threat around here. And now we have still call threat in the corner here, and if we can connect, it's gonna be really painful for black. So locally, I think losing a bit in this corner should be fine. Because let's say black can play two moves elsewhere. If you connect descent here, this corner is dead, and also you have this kind of stones in a bad shape as well. Do we need to? Yeah, so this one black will play here. I think descent the arch is a bit. I think we block this way and then make this kind of call threat.
5、6、7、8、9。
Maybe Hane here is better than this one. Hane, we have Hane again. Yeah, I think should be Hane here.
1。
As black, if you don't respawn, this is going to be quite a problem. Connect, descend, like just taking here. I think next any move, I would just connect. Yeah, this one connect, bump, you just extend. I think locally here I could also descend, make this kind of end game actually with this. So descend, take these 3 stone Hane and connect these 2 stones. I got a bit in the corner. If you disconnect here, I can Hane and take these 2 stones. Maybe cut here Atari, and you could take here, but then white can live on this side. Yeah, this seems good for white. Nah, that shouldn't work. Connect here, Atari, cut. Yes, the problem is when you cut here, this is also double Atari.
2、
Yeah,
San,
that doesn't seem to be working.
5、
I mean, he could have still responded, to be fair, but I think this is a bit too much to ask from black. Yeah, that's not a threat. Thing is, if you block this Atari and cut here, to save here you need to Atari, and then, yeah, but even probably this is going to be a net kind of thing. And yeah, some bad stuff on the outside against these 3 stones, don't mind if it's just going to be kind of run away. Run away here, play this one, tier this. You can even just live on the bottom with Hane. Yeah, so okay, this type of thing. This kind of looks good to just take, but oh god.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Maybe just calm down and play here. Because this here, and then you cannot cut this white, that was the plan. Against this cut you could still kind of net here or Atari simply. Maybe I should still take, because here, this one. Yeah, maybe it's kind of a soft move from white. So now you can actually get something back here. I think you just descend here and take the corner, is it? Like, seems to be very big.
5、6。
Cannot really try to save this 4 stones, I don't think. 4 stone is dead locally. Yeah, so black's just putting a move. So we have this kind of bottom half corner totally dead. Yeah, maybe this one should have still taken, not sure.
1、2、3、
I'm gonna play something on the left
5、
side here.
6、7。
Just trying to increase this kind of moyo here. And against this, I think the most simple way is trying to kind of split this moyo, but how do you do? Probably approaching here simply, and if pincer attach somewhere here and try to double approach type of thing.
3。
It's gonna be a peep around here at I3 as well. And I put this stone over here rather than this one because this invasion doesn't scare me as much, because here, as you can see, it's like extra strong because it's like all taken here. So you can kind of let black this point rather than have weakness over here. When you have strength here, you want to invite black, have much more space, and then protect the weakness on the other side. Yeah, I think this one attach, maybe not double approach, but place something around here and just try to reduce the moyo. Yeah, I would think black maybe wants to usually just kind of drop back here, because this one's gonna leave this cutting point and give a bit some forcing kind of move for white. Question is, do you want to play here or this one?
1、
Usually you want to go this way and then here extend. I mean, if black tries to push and cut here, we should have like ways to get by. Maybe we play this type of move here.
1、2、3、 4、5、
Yeah, it could be interesting to play here. Because if I extend simply, I think black plan was to just push and cut. Yeah, and if you protect, just extend here. And then the plan, rather than this one, would be to descend here. And also taking kind of this jump or this kind of move. Yeah, I think this I played really well. To just try to reduce this thing. Yeah, so against here, I think just descend. It's actually threatening this cut as well when you descend, so it's another good kind of thing. And if black pushes, I might block here and then take this point.
2、
And hi Phonetic, nice to see you. Morning. I feel good about this game today, so yeah, it is a nice start for sure. If black wants to try to cut here, don't mind. It's important to block and fill liberties here to put much pressure with this cutting point. So it's my first game today, if you wanna know, Phonetic. Yeah, the whole bottom left side is kind of dead here. And our plan is just to reduce as much as we can here. Locally, there's still this kind of end game. Yeah, still it's going to work like this one. Descend. And hi Toje, nice to see you as well. Hope you're doing good. Feel like having that teaching game with me today? Yeah, we can do it afterwards. Like after this game. I'm done with it. So do you wanna have a teaching game or review a game of your own? Like both are fine. Yeah, so this one should be jump here. Maybe sometimes you could attach this way to maybe do some things.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Could have maybe went all the way to the 3-3 point when I think about it. But so black's gonna try to push and play this bump. Yeah, maybe attach and descend, like it's better in this case. Because black's gonna, yeah, push and bump here. Maybe Yohane. But usually connect because you don't want to have like weak groups floating here in the
秒
center.
読みを始めます。
Yeah, it feels like this should be good enough. And hi, Thea, nice to see you as well. Thanks for joining, everyone. Thank you. No, leave this game now. Think I play better. So this attach. Usually you want to hane. But it's gonna, at the end, have this weak group floating here. Do you want to have this and take the corner?
1、2、
I feel like it's a bit greedy, but
4
probably you could
5
do this.
6。
Maybe, yeah, if you want to respawn, it should be this bump, but maybe Hane take the corner and then kind of deal with the center. Could have been an idea, but I think this way is kind of cleaner.
1、
Black would respawn here and then white plays something around here.
5、
Kind of uses these 3 stones.
7。
Should be better. want to use this kind of weakness over here if I can, but yeah, I think peep black would try to crosscut. Maybe it is kind of annoying.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Gonna let black take here, if that's what my opponent wants. Extend is gonna be this push, probably not very. Maybe he could play this here.
1、
But yeah, it's very bad. Actually, I think you should usually just honey here. It's gonna be this bump probably. Try to cut here. Maybe this type of move, is this crazy? You're leaving cutting points, so yeah, I think.
2、3、4、5、6。
Usually block here. Yeah, black's gonna cut, but I'm gonna give that to my opponent. So I'm gonna push here once to have this kind of bamboo joint over here. Bump. To use these two stones, maybe could attach over here, if that's a thing. Extend, maybe it's not good for these stones. So if take here, it can atari in center, and if block here, can descend hane here. Kind of gain a little bit endgame over there. Yeah, maybe this move wasn't too good. I should have played something around here then. Like one line further up.
2、3、4、5、
I mean block here or this one, but
8。
we'll see. Maybe against this black will try to fill liberty to push here and cut. Yeah, let me attach here. Could be a bit too late to try for this kind of thing, but at least you can cut here. Is this way? This is not center. Maybe. Okay. So probably around here, and what is good about this is when I extend here, I can even block this side, so this is kind of meaning behind this. Maybe jump this way is a bit better with the I shape here rather than this one. Because you have cutting point here and here.
6。
So this bro just extend. So you can bump here and try to maybe play this one.
1、
to be atari over here.
1、2、3、
Let's run it this way to kind of see how black wants to play. If block to get more points, it's better for the eye shape here. And if you want to keep points and for the, let's say if you want to try to continue to attack, I think just take, but then you give up a little bit points in the corner.
2、
Actually, maybe we could turn. Play something around here as well. Turn. Try to play something around here.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
So if Hane, I can Hane here. And then try to take center, I think. But yeah, it is pretty big here, this area. Maybe after this, you kind of descend. Against this cut, probably there's going to be Atari and net kind of thing. Yeah, I feel like this at least I should play and kind of ask if black wants to just take the corner or not. Get to see Cosmo stream after grocery run. Nice to see you, Dallin, as well. So this is a pretty big endgame point to play this one right here. This kind of descent as well. Don't miss.
3、4、5、6、7、8。
Yeah, I think just simply Hane now. Because this is just big for black's points as well. And now this is just pure endgame. So there's a bit some stuff maybe against this group, if you're not careful. But now the bottom side should be kind of captured. Yeah, against this I kind of want to just surround everything, because it seems kind of a bit too greedy to just think that white is 100% going to just respond here.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Yeah, I think here. Study just surround. Probably jump around here. Jump, I'll try to attach. This one, push. Because these 4 stones is only kind of 8 points here.
3、
I think you should cut.
5。
Cut here. Yeah, maybe. Or cut this one. It is possible. Oh yeah, cut maybe, yeah. Connect some.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
You need to just be careful about this group on top side here. So my plan was to just bump here and cut.
1、2、3、
It's gonna be this kind of... No, I cannot do this. Yeah, interesting attach. Maybe should also play the move from there. This I'll try to surround everything here. So Hane on the top. If Hane here cut and crawl, if this one descend. It's probably around 50 points here. I should count earlier, by the way.
1、2、3、4、5。
Maybe this one I should have cut here and crawled. Going to give up the side for the center here. Try to turn here. And if block here, I will just get the side. Yeah, so black's gonna try to live here and then we take center and turn. I think this trade should be okay for white. Because now we just take everything here. It's gonna be slide either way here. I think we just turn. Don't need to put any move. I'm just gonna try to play this type of move here, but it seems kind of a stretch to do so. This kind of attach could be a thing. Yeah, against this you just crawl. Maybe it could have blocked, but here in center and whatnot. But yeah, maybe should still play here. Yeah, but if you block, black will push here and then crawl. Try to use this calling point, maybe take center and block here. So yeah, I think this is fine.
1、2、3。
So against this, we play something around here in the center. Also to take away this kind of attachment, Aji.
4。
I think looks good. Because this you don't know if it's going to be center or not, so it's better to just play here. I think this usually should be a bit too big, but let me count. So this is 14, 19, 20, 23, 30.
2、3、4、5、6、7。
It's 60 points, maybe a bit more. That actually is less than I thought. This kind of cut and slide as well looks extremely big here. Of here.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Maybe this one connects like. Might have played a bit too slowly here. 30.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9
Probably not a good move to feel liberties like this. Yeah, I mean block it's still like big to take Achi away. Like this kind of thing is sent there, black and push, turn. Yeah, it is pretty bad.
1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6
It's big, you don't miss. It's gonna be take and cut type Aji.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9
Needed to take this point. Actually, maybe this. When I think about it, maybe this I should turn here, because there's gonna be this wedge over here. Yeah, maybe that's a mistake.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8
A pretty big one. Could be, yeah. Probably turn was way better. Now this could be flipping the result if I'm not careful. So descent here should be the biggest point on the board.
2
Doesn't d7 work for black? You block here. And there's no cutting point over here. So unless I miss something, should be all good.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7
This is not the situation I wanted to be in, really. maybe we are not actually ahead. I think you need to block here because cut here, push is going to be Sente. It's going to block here. This kind of block is extremely big from black. 14, 8.
One, 2, 3.
That one as well. Did you see what kind of group Shibano was able to save yesterday? Yeah, I didn't see. So today, I don't know which way game you're talking about. Maybe on online? Because I don't think he did play a tournament game yesterday. Because today he played the Chunlan Cup and did lost, unfortunately.
1, 2.
Yeah, that point as well. This kind of funny here. Hmm.
1. 2.
Maybe call me with like 80 something points, 80 some other. Yeah, it might be lost. It's not looking very good.
One, 2, 3, 4.
This became way too big. Should've. Maybe the way I dealt with the group here wasn't really good. Probably this move was sus. Like I should have played something around here. This kind of attach is a bit too easy to do with black. Art 2 was pretty big. Yeah, this stone is like crying here. Isn't there something here, some sort of aji? I think this should be right. Like
1, 2,
playing this
3.
one. So playing here first and then push and then cut here. Seems like I can take these two stones unless I
1, 2, 3.
misread something. Or take these four. And that will probably flip the result again. Let's push simply. Ah, there's simply here. Yeah, again, I'm not reading well here. Here, this one black and cut actually. Maybe there's other moves to play there. Thielen versus yeah, Fantinho. Okay, yeah. If it's some game online, then
1、2、
don't really know. Is this center here?
1、2、3、4、
Not really, so I'm gonna Hane. Yeah, this probably black won the game. Yes, too big. It's like 70 points almost. I have only like
2、
80 points
3、
overall.
4、5、6、7、8、9。
So yeah, that's not gonna be enough. Yeah, C1 is big. For sure. Shit here. Yeah, it is annoying that I lose this game because I was way better in the opening. Probably here, this one, you don't want to allow this much, and this move as well, pretty bad. I think we need to put this move over here. Yeah, actually totally missing. Okay. Probably even without this should be probably lost for white. Yeah. How did I lose this game? Yeah, probably around here. So this should be okay, but yeah, probably this one is something around here. Actually, I wonder if I can take these two stones simply here. Is it better to do so? Because in fact, yeah, you can save, but just Atari and Hane. Just live here on the bottom side. You don't mind here about these 4 stones. Then black and... Yeah, okay, black can live here in the corner. GG's. Yeah, it happens, but I want to, yeah, kind of take this kind of throwing winning games away at least. Because these kind of games are going to be really painful going forward if you lose them. Yeah, this should be fine here as well. Yeah, I mean... Wanted to play this one, but wasn't sure, like this type of thing. Maybe here can push this way. And then you have this kind of center to reduce here. But yeah, you take quite a lot of points from black. I mean, could have played this. Probably in this situation, if you think you're ahead, you don't want to play this kind of thing here. Yeah, it's probably this move. And even here, I don't understand why I didn't Hane here. I guess there's this. Yeah, the arch is pretty bad. Again, it's gonna be similar, and this move probably isn't really good. So I guess if you play here, you kind of need to fight and try to save these stones, but then the top side is going to be in a bad situation. Maybe here this one, but it's going to be the same. Just cut here, Tari, and then here. Yeah, this seems to be more manageable for white here. I mean, maybe you could even go for this, and against this you just like push all the way type of move. So this one, there's gonna be this. Maybe here attach. Probably black or honey from the top though. And then extend here. Let's say you respond like this, or yeah, but black would probably play this one and try to surround. But then you can kind of connect these two groups in a sense. If you can't do so, this is probably too big, so white's gonna win. Black tries to split. Maybe you could do this type of thing here and then kind of go about this way. It's really around here where I should play the game better. As white, maybe I mean, it's not really a threat. Probably could have still responded with like having some corner threats in the corner there on the bottom right. Yeah, I think this is okay. Briefly thought about this kind of move over here, but it's gonna be pretty bad RG here, this way. So yeah, I didn't choose this one. Maybe you could give up the corner. Yeah, but that's a bit too much, I think. It says that the game is close and white can still move center. Maybe it's still okay, but I think, yeah, probably something around here. This seems super clean. And then if white can live here, we should be all good. Probably go with something like this. But yeah, when you feel liberty, it's probably gonna be some stuff that you could do over here. This one cut, if you play it this way, kind of squeeze honey type of thing. So yeah, I think it's gonna be difficult for black to really go aggressively here because of weakness around here. So yeah, I think something like this, just play a bit more less directly. Maybe even around here. This should be fine. And yeah, maybe this was an overplay. Should just play. Yeah, it could be just this one and push. Because you cannot play here. This one, there's gonna be this kind of thing here. Taking these stuns. Try to take center this way and then just play this one. Locally, there might be still this kind of cut. But yeah, I guess you could just give up these two stones and try to live on the top side, like this or something. And yeah, if white is winning this way, then probably you should choose this kind of variation. Maybe jump here. Yeah, so I think this one is a bit too direct. You have weak stones over here. You don't want to just give kind of black opportunity to counterplay and have stones a bit too near from black's kind of area. So I guess, yeah, you want to play a bit kind of distant here. And next threaten to kind of save here. And then try to take center to go on the left side. I think this is also typical kind of my mistake, trying to go direct here when you really don't need to do it. And still there's this descent you can play here. This is pretty big. Yeah, I think something around here. Like this or this. Don't really know which one is better, but looks a bit more kind of clean. Yeah, time trouble is definitely kind of a factor that we are making mistakes here, but don't want to make it an excuse. Just want to, yeah, see where it went wrong. Yeah, happens to everyone. Throwing away winning games, fine. Okay, so intricate. Yeah, if you want to play, let's go. Just want to take maybe a short break just before. So let me just switch the screens. Yeah, I'll come back in a few minutes. So again, ask me again in a few minutes. And yeah, just running some ads here in the meantime. And yeah, I'll be back. Stay tuned. Okay, yeah, I'm back. So intricate again. If you can send me the invite. Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna play against Intricate here in the chat. Let's have a nice game. Let's go. 10 minutes main should be good. Yeah, I think it's all good. Okay, so we white this time. Switch here. Switching off stream. Or you can mute it, it's all good. Either way. Just gonna play this as white here. And kind of the orthodox opening here. You don't see much these days for some reason, because probably they don't want kind of forcing moves from the outside, but it should be all good. One of the most classic kind of openings here. Yeah, let's just take the free point. I mean, you could have asked the move around shoulder hit or not. You could go directly. These days, people like to shoulder hit quite early against this kind of knight's enclosure, even if it's from the start point. Because you kind of annoy your opponent, whether when you respond might be useful against ladders and for some influence in the middle. Usually blocks this way, but you could also play this one and here. But yeah, this would be the most natural way here to kind of expand this moyo, but it's also objectively fine to block this way and to switch to the right side here. It's all about which side do you value most. If you value the top side more, then block this side over here. So yeah, this honey you don't see it often for the reason maybe we'll see how black plays. Yeah, okay, if it's this, then could understand. But usually don't see this kind of honey extend anymore, because white can take center here and try to go split the kind of side that black wanted to play. So it's all about taking the side here, and when black double honeys, always black can choose whether he wants to do this when white invades the corner. And this is about just taking the points in the corner here, taking these two stones. But in exchange, white gets kind of a fixed shape on the outside, so it is kind of a fair trade. But personally, I think white feels kind of okay here, because this is very kind of thick. And you could descend straight away, should be good. It uses one call thread, so this is kind of very technical type stuff that maybe you don't want to play this right now, but maybe later black can block from this side. So I value the top side more, but I still block the other way. Yeah, so that's the kind of new way of thinking, Dylan. I understand, but usually just block from the side you value most. Yeah, I mean, it's probably fine to descend, but it is using one call thread, so technically might be not kind of urgent to play here. And probably just push this one. This move is pretty big, preventing from black playing this one and also just increasing this area. And if black's gonna try to surround the top side here, we could still kind of invade, whether attach, start from here, or try to split. Also use kind of center, kind of forcing move around here to try to save these 3 stones. So there's gonna be some ways to invade here. Black cannot really easily just Hane extend and say this is all territory for black. So I guess as black here, probably playing away would be more standard here. Taking the corner. Yeah, this would be a bit... actually don't need to play. And probably if you want to play locally still... like Hane, probably. One thing is you kind of take away this kind of force me move away from white around here. So it's not only kind of bad effects with this one, but it feels kind of too cramped. Yeah, let's show the hit, ask how black wants to respond here. Trying to limit this top side influence, and if this one might attach from the other side here. And if black plays this one, it can block this one and turn. Is pretty big concerning this side of the board. So black might crawl. Maybe you block this side as white, I'm not sure. Let black push here and play this type of thing. Because yeah, maybe black does this. Yeah, maybe black could have crawled, because if you play this kind of bump Hane, it's gonna go back to kind of avalanche Joseki type stuff. And then maybe this stone is useful over here. This one you should turn here. It's really important to not get crawled here with these 2 stones kind of getting attacked. And now there's a choice of trying to play on the side here. Trying to jump this way to kind of limit this side, making this kind of exchange. Or simply playing here. Or more aggressive, try to enclose the corner at the same time kind of putting support against if black invades something around here. So enclose, invade, jump. So if you play this kind of move, this kind of 3 stones are more solid, so you can try to play this move over here, for example. But it's going to be weaker against the bottom left, so black can maybe take the corner and play here, for example. Could be an idea to kind of play this move here. And if black responds, then play this one. So that if black invades, you can directly cap around here because you already played this jump over here. So that also is an idea. Yeah, I think this should be fine. Thing is, this feels a bit off because this kind of side is open here at this area, so it's not really valuable to play against here unless you just want to make a solid move from these 3 stones. And yeah, maybe we're just able to just run and be okay. So let me play this move. Could be a bit greedy, but it should be fine. If you're thinking that you're fighting over here is okay, this kind of move is more efficient. And usually I think black should kind of try to invade here because yeah, white is kind of asking to black to invade, and if you don't play around here, I think white could maybe block this way. And then it's just going to become really big here on the left side. And other parts of the board that you can play is maybe taking the corner here and playing this side of the board. So maybe approach here, approach this side, kind of thing. But usually white needs to kind of expand here from these 3 stones because it's still weak. So as black, you kind of want to take this fight here and punish kind of white playing away. But this is trying to take some points here and then kind of putting some support against this kind of invasion. So the problem with this is I might just attach here, and if Hane just cut and then try to sack these 3 in exchange for the outside. Maybe you still block because you can put pressure in the corner with moves like this. Yeah, I think maybe block is important actually. Blocking here, jump, you can jump. And try to make this asking move. If black plays something around here, you could Hane. And then basically if you have a stone around here at the first line, you can kind of jump away with this type of move. Try to connect here with the bottom side. So this way, this block seems to be actually an important point. I think black would jump around here. So if you can manage to kind of get away with these stones, you kind of want to block here, put pressure on the corner with this type of asking move. Let's go and ask straight away whether black wants to play here, play here. We'll see. Yeah, connect probably isn't the best move here. It's probably the worst way you can respond because the eye shape here from black is going to be the least comparing to the other 2 moves. And still I can Hane here. And basically when I can Hane connect, I can play this move over here. So I guess here we just jump and to aim at this jump over here next. Surround the corner. If we put 2 moves here, you can see suddenly this kind of shape here is lacking eye shape. So it might be in trouble. Yeah, so jump here looks good. So against this, you could probably push here. Try to take center and like cap here. That would be the kind of best way to go outside. Yeah, I think we do this. So push here. Maybe if you want to go aggressive, you could push and cut, but you need definitely to read if this is going to work or not. So push and cut. Push, cut, this connection, for example, you can take in ladder simply. So black would just try to maybe push here. Then this atari here and then push here. Might be too greedy to do this. Maybe you want to play move around here to then try to push and cut here. Because basically what I'm saying is you don't want to play 2 moves here, push and then cap. If this is centered to the top side, it's better to have shoulder hit and then push rather than these 2 moves. So maybe play here, push. If black responds here, then maybe push and cut seems to work. So push here, so just push and cut. Here, Atari, connect, take, push, take. I don't know which one is better. To get some outside and sack here.
秒読みを始めます。
Yeah, let's play this one. Maybe you continue to play around here to have some forcing moves and ask for black to go back and then put a move over here. All black's eggs are in one basket, not a fan. Yeah, so this is one of the problem of playing this way, is that, as you say, Alan, black's kind of territory is only on one side and white has any other part of the board. I think this is a problem, but maybe you could get away with kind of push cuts here. This one, I mean, I kind of want to ask about this. Maybe it's gonna be this Atari and then, yeah, push over here.
1、2、
But this should be
3、
good for
4、
white.
5、6、7、8、9。
Yeah, let me push here. So I can continue with the plan of trying to play this move over here. Maybe you can extend. But this seems very dangerous, like push here, this one. Cut. Thing is, Atari here, descent, block. If take, you're gonna actually turn once and then block here and then connect.
1、2、3、4。
At the very least, I want a much larger basket. It is true. Maybe black's kind of solution is to block from here. Let me take these two and live in the corner with this kind of attach. But then, yeah, the basket is split in half. Because if you take, I think this turn just gonna kill the corner. Turn here, block this one. So turn, block, you can block here, connect, just connect here. And this shape should be dead. Unless maybe you play this kind of honey. Yeah, but this is
2、3。
not really good. Maybe you could have Kosumi here. When I think about it, I don't know why I didn't Kosumi. But so block this one. Maybe you can connect, you can still connect here. And then win the race simply. Honey cut here. Yeah, so I'm gonna block this way. And the corner should be dead. So yeah, that's the problem when you play high. You need to read against this kind of crosscut. So you could have played kind of this at G4 rather G3 here. Then there's not RG of like cross-cutting. I feel like black underestimated this kind of Machi over here. Would like to ask here what, like, if black had a plan or not. Like, this is interesting to have, like, as a question. I think cut here.
One, 2、3、4、5、6、
I think you
7、
can block
8、
if cut
9
take here, connect,
残り2
connect,
回です。
still win the race. So this is probably just losing points.
One, 2、3、4、5、6、7。
I don't know which one is better. Maybe just cut here. The thing is, if black tries to connect here, I can take center and play this one. Against here, just take. Is this a GG game? Yeah, it is against Intricate here on the chat. Mixo made this, and nice to see you as well. Yeah, definitely want to ask if black had a plan against this crosscut here. Because this is... You need to actually have a plan against this. Like, you need to have a feeling there's going to be something on against here. And maybe misread or didn't read at all. This is very different, so definitely will ask afterwards.
1、2、3、4、
Take this shape over here.
6、
Usually
7、
I just descend here. Because kicking here with this large knight move, the corner is just too open. So usually descend is kind of okay. Okay, I mean, this move looks kind of... I could see the appeal. This one, yeah, extend here. I think you block this way and kind of fight against this descent, just hane.
6。
So descent, just hane on the top and try to fight against these two. If extend, you can hane here and be okay on this side. And if black blocks here, cut. Maybe there's gonna be just this atari and sack. So always when you cut here, you need to figure out if black can be okay just sacking. But it's probably too big.
2、3、
Because even this one you can just turn here, take this down. Yeah.
7。
So atari here, just push, you just take simply and make these two cunning points AB points here. And Mamiwata, hello. I think when black decided to take the top right corner, he should have rather played territory and go for framework. Yeah, it is a good point. This is much more kind of a territory style and switching. But I think the most important part is this move if black had some plan against this. Because
3、4、5。
if it's just not thinking about the weakness here, then... Yeah, it's something you definitely need to remember. At least around here, this this kind of shape point and try to live on the side. This is, I think, pretty good here. I think you block. Try to take this kind of crawl away from black.
3、4、
Then push this extend.
6、
Gonna play move around here as white to take away kind of eye shape around here.
秒読みを始めます。
So this fight is kind of difficult because white has only one weak group. This is corner is dead, so this also it's no problem. And black has two groups to deal with, and the corner here is also fine. So as white, you have only this kind of these two to kind of run away with.
1、2、
I think you don't want to play this move, rather just jump.
6、7、8、
Because you might Atari from this side, and if black pushes, you can like play this kind of shape. As white, you want to go for the whole group rather than just to take this one stone here. Yeah, this seems good. I think intricate here definitely, like with shape stuff, improved a lot. I could see this. Just here is kind of a probably underestimating the archie, but
3、4、
yeah, overall I think you're improving a lot. Like this kind of jump over here this way, shape wise it's getting way better than before. Yeah, just extend. Normally you don't want to kick this type of thing here, because still this one there's here. So again, here I would like to ask like black if you had a plan against this type of counterplay, because it's going to be really different what I will say.
1、2、3、
Because you cannot try to leave weaknesses and not have any plans against counterplay. So yeah, maybe black's plan was that from the start when you play this quickly. Maybe you can counterplay on these 3 stones here. Shape wise should be this one right here. We can Atari from here this way as well. Maybe peep. This one.
1、2、3、4、
Peep could be annoying.
6、7、8、9。残り2回です。
Yeah, okay. That is really good. Maybe I underestimated this. But I think you want to block this side. Here, this one cut, you could Atari here, push through this way. Give up these 2 stones to surround here.
1、
And you
2、
want to get this side,
3、
isolate these
4、
2 stones as white.
5、
Even if
6。
it's just giving these 2 stones away. But yeah, this kind of mentality to try to go for the weak points here from black, definitely good. I kind of like this. Maybe could have gone this way, but okay. Here should block. Maybe there's other moves. Hane here. Maybe you Hane first and then block
1、
here.
2、 3、
Could be important because this one black might play
6、
here.
7、8、9。
Let me take one time.
残り1回です。
Do we also Atari from here? So Atari extend. Attach, connect, push.
1、2、3、4。
Don't really know. But this should be okay. Because go back, you can hane, cut Atari through and cut it this way. And the bottom side is cut off from the top. Even if black can take these two stones. Maybe actually could have gone this way, but I think if black protects, you connect here and go for this kind of fight. I like to connect here. Don't think there's a good way to surround here white, if I'm honest.
1、2、3、4、5、6。
So turn here. So there's gonna be damage on this side of the board. Extend, for example, you can attach here.
One.
Maybe should have jumped here, let black take and put two moves over here. Could say that was better.
1、
So
2、
playing two moves,
3。
let black take these two stones here. So against this, I think the shape should be just attach here, because black cannot push and cut. And if hane, you can extend, make a bamboo joint so you're all connected. Extend here. That seems like it's not working if you just extend. Squeeze here. Can take these two. Yeah, black can wedge and squeeze, but that's about it. And you can take these two.
2、3、4。
Here also would like to ask if it's like misreading or probably is, because just wedge and squeeze doesn't seem to be enough to just give up these two stones.
1、2、3、4、5、6、
You don't see how center maybe before.
9。
So I would like to block, but you cannot because black and hane and then cut, extend, and you're still not going to be taken. So you need to
3、4、
kind of run away this way.
6。
Maybe turn could have been better. Or push, jump. Also, that move could have been also a thing.
one, 2、
I think this one you just want to jump
4、
here.
5。
We'll see if black will try to peep here. Yeah, but this is going to really damage the this side here, so trying to wedge this way and cut. And the thing is, this side has no damage because the corner is taken. So just gonna connect. I think black could have killed it at the expense of his own group on the left. Yeah, so kind of a trade. So this is why probably I should have played 2 moves here and then let black take these 2 stones. Because it's way bigger to just take here rather than these 4 points. Yeah, it is settling the both group on top and bottom, but then you can just be ahead in the whole board situation. Could have been too greedy to try to save these 2. Yeah, Sugar, I think I agree with this. Probably was a way to kind of kill this group. My plan was to kind of kill the left side in exchange of here, but it's probably better to let black take here for here. Seconds, this, you don't want to play any Atari here, just a turn.
1、2、
This one just push, extend liberties as well. Maybe you could have run it this way. Need to be careful a little bit here if there's no forcing moves like wedge here, Atari. This push might be forcing because black and Atari this way.
1、2、3。
So yeah, just that. There might be a little bit of complication. But usually white is okay here. So yeah, it's kind of a sneaky move to push here. So wedge Atari this way and try to push here. So we will just extend. Against this, probably the cut works, so it's kind of difficult for black to really hunt it here. And if extend, just push again. And against here, it's not really sent against to save these 2 stones anymore. So I'm just gonna play here. Why not play the Atari?
2、3、
Because you might kind of extend here. Or play maybe from here, you never know. Maybe this kind of thing. So in this kind of shape, when you don't know where you want to play, just push through and kind of split this kind of knight's move here is usually the way to go.
2、3、4。
Against this, just wedge, make 2 cutting points. And the goal would be try to connect to this here. So if black connects, play this kind of knight's move here. Connecting and also kind of isolating this group in the middle at the same time. Yeah, it's probably the cleaner way to go. I could probably play out a moose, but I think this is good. If black is black alive on the left if g7? Yeah, I did forget about kind of life situation here. I agree. There is this to consider as black. But here there's some weakness around here, like Atari here. So it is kind of difficult part to kill. But there's also the bottom side, I agree.
5、6、7。
Yeah, we'll still block here. Maybe could have played this one. Hane. Then just extend. This usually don't want to play unless you're gonna cut here. Because it feels a liberty. And you might have attached this way as black. Kind of takes some weak points away. So on the bottom side, maybe you could play a move around h18 here. Seems like a weak point you can go through because these liberty are filled on the outside here. Black. And next you can threaten h17. And if you kind of connect here, you can attach. Yeah, there's going to be some problems around here at h18. But first let's respond here.
Just need
to make sure if this cut. Okay, now it's not a problem, but if black pushed, cut here, push this way. Could have been a bit of argy. So block this way, cut, you can atari again and take here. So good. And if black protects, I think maybe black is a bit desperate now. So yeah, this one here, atari. But yeah, this is kind of tactical reading type stuff. So are you gonna improve? Just needs to be some work to be done. But yeah, I want to ask like some more kind of strategic stuff. But yeah, overall, definitely you're improving intricate. So don't feel too bad about this game. It has been like the shape-wise, like this type of thing here on the left. I mean, it's not bad. Thank you for the game. And hi Slack. Yeah, so one thing I want to ask you here is that did you see that this cut, like push cut, was a problem, or did you have a plan against it? Because it's different if you thought it was going to be okay or not. And thanks for the game. That caught me completely by surprise. Okay. Yeah, then you need to actually pay attention to like this kind of thing when you, probably this is why you played high. Because this kind of shoulder hit is preparing this kind of stuff over here. And it would be nicer if you have kind of a alert around here. Because in a way, when you have this kind of situation and to think there's nothing to be done here is a bit kind of a greedy way of thinking. And if you've worried about kind of RG there, probably this kind of extend over here or jump this way is better. And also locally here to connect this way, it's probably the least one you want to choose, because as you can see the eye shape is kind of very bad. In case it gets cut off here, black has really no way to make some eyes with the corner stones here. So it's better to play here or this one. And to keep the corner, maybe this. But definitely doesn't feel good. And yeah, empty triangle as well. This shape, this stone over here. So if you felt pain by just connecting here, I guess it's okay. Like if you just connected here being like, yeah, whatever. Like, no, like you want to maybe start from thinking to auto connection, and then if you felt like it's not going to work and then connect here, that's a better. this one played nice empty triangle or b2 bomber here, something like this. Wasn't, yeah. So you want to be a bit harsher to yourself about this kind of bad shapes if you can. But I see your improvement, so it is good signs. I think locally here, yeah, this one probably. Maybe you could go from here. But locally, this exchange already, white is kind of happy because you kind of have this kind of connection here on the first line. Although white is not going to play here straight away, just yeah, kind of jump around here. B2 bomber without the cockpit, yeah, without. So if you felt pain connecting here, it's good. And probably black should respond. Oops, because you left the room. So good. Oh yeah, maybe this one as well. Before we forget. Black doesn't need to play here. You don't need to put another move. It's not necessary. And if you don't like getting pushed here, probably shouldn't play this kind of Joseki as starters. Probably black's kind of plan would be to kind of go for territory. It kind of matches more with the Joseki choice here. Trying to take the corner here. Maybe if you don't like the influence over here, could approach this way, but probably taking corner, or could choose any other kind of. I think playing away seems much more standard. Just don't hane here. I think that's the thing, because white can always invade this side with this kind of move being sente. It's quite easy for white to kind of limit this moyo here. And let's say, play here. Against hane you can always just take here simply. Against turn you can just play here. Cut, just take. Maybe this one. So it's not like white has some things to do like directly here, it's so fine. It's just if you don't like having forcing move from white from the outside, just don't choose this Joseki. So yeah, here's a bit cramped. But you take away some forcing moves around here as well. So maybe it's not kind of the end of the world, but you're still, yeah, a slight bit behind when you play here. I mean, this is probably fine. But yeah, as Dan said, you're kind of only playing on the top side over here, so maybe if you're be a bit more balanced and not kind of over concentrated on the top side here. Maybe just play away again, like try to take corners, because it's kind of the play you went for, or just respawn over here and then. Yeah, my plan was kind of to play something around here and continue. Seems standard, but just with this top right, probably white is slightly better. I think because of this block here, annoying a little bit around the corner, I think it's more natural to like distant. To be a bit more distance against this block, take some more distance. And this way you also kind of split and not getting kind of counter pincered. The problem is when you go near is that this stone might be getting like counter attacked. And this kind of move, you have less risk of getting counter attacked, but of course it puts less pressure against here. So it's kind of a trade-off you need to think about. But if you think, for example, this block is too annoying because of this type of move, then probably don't approach as near around here. But yeah, take more distance, maybe something around here, or could start from shoulder hits. And then if white responds, then you can pinch over here. And then if white pincers, then you just push. Like, could be an example of a fight here on the left side. I didn't think the b3 move was annoying until that trick play. Yeah, you should. I mean, this is going to be... with the experience you will see, this kind of block is really annoying because it's like concerning the base of this group over here. Yeah, might be too early for you to sense this kind of the block being a bit of a problem against the corner, but if you can get there like bit by bit, it's a good sign. But yeah, overall it's still improved, so I can see why you are at 1 down. So it's good signs. Yeah, this might not work because of this push, but it's definitely an interesting idea. So this one just extend here. Maybe just even just go back and then push this jump here. That was stupid. Yeah. Well, it was nice from you to not resign because I wanted to see what you can do. And yeah, around here this is pretty good. Like it's already kind of nice way of playing. Around here, I think you played well this fight over here. Just and this kind of move here sequence pretty good. Definitely way more than 1 down kind of a sequence here. Maybe this kick you don't want to play here. Difficult to say. You don't want to get surrounded as black, so could be slow, but maybe a move like this and then try to counterplay on these 3 stones here. So as black, your kind of hope when you blundered here, for example, is to kind of counterpunch against white weak stones. And the only weak group that white has is these 3 here. And you need to deal with your weak stones at the same time. So kind of play a move that does both. Or maybe playing kind of taking away weakness over here. Could be a way. Like this kind of thing. And if this one just cross-cut. I know black is a bit desperate, but maybe you could do this kind of thing. But yeah, maybe this is actually not that bad with this. Did you think about the counterplay here with this attach or not? Like, that's also a question I wanted to ask. Maybe invited? That's the case then. Because if you just miss this, I think it's yes I knew. Okay. That's yeah. You don't just gonna play this and be surprised when white plays here. So just want to. I thought I had enough friends around to. Okay, that's good thinking. Okay, at least this. But you need to have like reading behind to kind of support this kind of stuff. But yeah, this move seems to be really good. At least the kind of threat of the meaning behind of this move is really good intent. So enough space to live. You mean here? That's probably good intuition, but technically I don't think it works. Because you can honey here. And this kind of bump cut, you just atari here and then connect. Maybe you can play. If white jumps here, I can take these 3 stones. Then maybe you play this kind of thing. But yeah, actually. Yeah, so white can save this here. And the problem is, white can always take this 1 stone. So if you try to connect, then white can just go outside. And then this group is gonna die. Sacrificing those 2 stones. But it is good kind of thinking in your head to try to make something work here. Yeah. Probably this is the best attempt here. And then this one here. Yeah, so probably I should have just I think jump here, let black connect these kind of 2 groups and just put 2 moves here on the bottom side, whether this one, and just take the lead. Wonder if there's a way here. So did you ever think about like sacking this to take the center? But it is big. But then maybe you can kind of counterplay against here. I didn't think. Yeah, this is probably pretty bad. Maybe you realized after this. Because white wants to play around here anyways. I could play b7 to start getting some shape. Yeah, you could play this, but probably not going to. I mean, you could, but I think just extend, try to surround these stones. And then if this one could try to, maybe you don't honey because this is gonna help white making this bamboo joint. Don't know if you want to push here to take this kind of block away from white. It's not gonna do too much. I guess something around here, putting pressure against. As black, you want to counterplay against this kind of push cut aji if it's going to be strong on the outside. Something like this. Try to complicate the game. From there, probably J9. Maybe you could go from this side, but the thing is, when white can kind of surround here, you're gonna have some problems around here as well. If you can do this kind of stuff, maybe, but I think it is problematic to have like attached type of thing around here. For example, I kept thinking my bottom group was safe due to forcing moves. Oh yeah, so like wedge having forcing moves around here. Yeah, after this one it's kind of difficult to really save. But yeah, probably jumping with these two stones away, something like this, and if white responds, actually playing this one first, sorry, and then jump this one and try to like save these two stones as well, kind of thing. It is going to be a difficult fight, but at least you maybe can counterattack somewhat. Yeah, probably Kosumi if white jump. Right, this is difficult here because he can cut and take. This, for example, I don't know. Major lesson I got from this game was not feeling fine because I can make eyes in Kote. Yeah, I think you need to be a bit more. So here, so this was you had in mind that this was a weakness, so that's good. And the fight over here, the shapes you played were good as well, so I don't mind. But here you need to at least have a sense that this kind of push and cut is a weakness. And this kind of connection, you really don't want to play unless you're kind of forced to play this. So apart from this, yeah, maybe some reading mistakes or whatnot, and probably this move over here. This, again, it's like some move that may be justified if you can take these 5 stun on the left here. In fact, maybe, yeah, black can play this one. Oh, maybe that's what you meant, Suga. Maybe if you're still here, this was. Because how do you save? Like, this push cut here, you're gonna actually play this loose net over here. Because of this one move here. Then, okay, there was this net. Yeah, locally, unless you can maybe play a move around here. That's not going to work. Not enough liberties. Is it okay if I make a comment? Yeah, no problem. go ahead. Yeah, I think you can capture these stones by playing this net at h9. So yeah, maybe with this, I'm saying you can justify it if you can capture these 5 stones. You can play here because of this. It's kind of protecting this cutting point by playing here at j11. I think d12 should have hit. When it's not responded to, it's important to locally reply with c12. Yeah, but black didn't have the timing to go back here. Yeah, maybe so here you say this one. Black didn't have the timing to play anything here. But yeah, just go back here, settle the group, I guess, yeah. I think black felt a bit desperate because he blundered here, so wanted to play more aggressive. And I kind of get it. Because this is kind of solid just to kind of make shape over here. But yeah, white is probably just going to take center and like play here. And if you play standard in this kind of position, yeah. What doing is this game? Do you know closely approach? I think I saw just briefly. So trying to maybe the approach would be to fix the weak group here. Yeah, there was kind of flowchart I saw, and yeah, could be a good thing. Like I didn't really look into it too deeply, but it seems like a good framework for beginners. So maybe here would be kind of to fix kind of your weak group first and try to block here. But yeah, as game, like you need to consider that black just blundered here and wanted to be a bit desperate. So there is this why, and before this black didn't have a timing to just put him over here. So but yeah, otherwise I think I can see why you're improving intricate. So it is encouraging to see better shapes overall, just some mistakes, and yeah, just pay attention about your weakness. So just trying to think like this kind of counterplay doesn't exist is a bit too greedy, but and then maybe this, if you don't like any forcing moves on the outside from white, then probably don't play this joseki to start with. And that's what I will say. Because when you play this kind of double hane, take the corner joseki, you will give white kind of your opponent influence on the outside. So you need to kind of be okay with this and accept your opponent kind of influence. Yeah, kind of thing. The closely approach is too simple. But yeah, I think that's the point for beginners. Maybe you can start there. But yeah, I'll take a look and see. Okay, yeah, thanks for the game. I think that's about it, what I can say. But I can see you improving, so it's nice. It has the good part where you do tsumego. Actually, I need to end here because it's getting late. I'm sorry. So we'll switch the screens here. This tsumego here, I was really kind of impressed with the solution the first time I saw, like years and years ago. So the hint, yeah, the idea would be to play kind of damezumari or one-leg chicken kind of shape. So you need to prepare with the first move. There's some disagreements about the approach. I mean, maybe it could be for some people and not for other ones. I think there's no right approach, to be fair. Like, it just depends, like, how you learn. But the concepts overall won't really change that much. Okay, so what do you think is the first move here? So I'll just show the idea and think about the white's response here as well. So you might think this attachment works here, but then white can play this move. So any other move, black can just connect here, and white doesn't have enough space here. And d3, you can play this one, connect on the first line here. If you start with d3, actually it's an interesting point. And it's gonna be block here. And if you wedge, it's going to be the same as attach and wedge over here. And if you atari and push, you need to connect this kind of cutting point over here. If you connect, white can block this way, and this is too much space to live. If hane, you can actually play it a1 here and live this way. And if here, just turn, this is alive. C2 looks interesting, but did not read at all. D3, C1, D2. C1, D2, and what if D3? Okay. C1, D2. Yeah, so probably this move, D3. White can actually cut from this side over here. If connect this way, black has no way to continue from this shape. So this would be the idea, and then descend, white can actually block from this side, not here because it can take, but actually from here. This is just alive. So this is kind of the final shape idea. So need to go quickly, but try to think what you need to prepare in order for this to work. Play games, and if you enjoy it, you will improve Ranchani approach. Totally approved, yeah. And then probably solve some problems. So add this, and it's probably perfect. Maybe need to bother a3. Yeah, it is the idea. Maybe need to bother a3. Okay, maybe it didn't have much time, but I'll show it anyways. First move is actually it's to throw in here at a2, which the first time I saw this problem like years back, I was so surprised. But yeah, the idea is when white takes here, and then you play this, there's this move here, and it's one leg chicken shape here. I cannot approach because take. Because this throw-in filled a liberty for white, and this one cannot take, so this is just dead right here. But you might think this is dead. How do you think is the white response here? So the last kind of hurdle here. Yep, C3 stack, yeah. So white can actually play this one and make it a ko. So ko haters, I'm sorry, again it's a ko this time. Yep, Mamiwata, yeah. So the right answer was to throw in, and white, you needed to see this kind of response and just ko over here at the first line. Hope you enjoyed this problem. This would be so cool if you see this in game, to throw in at a2. If there's gonna be this type of move in my games and stream, hope you guys clip it. This would be epic. So yeah, okay. I need to go. I'm sorry, it's a bit late here, and yeah. So we'll be streaming tomorrow again around the same time. So we'll be happy if you can join me tomorrow as well. Yeah, thanks Zach for coming, and all the other people in chat, and still debating about the glossy approach. I think it's like maybe it doesn't work for some people. If it works for you, it's all good. And Greek Coder, thank you for the comment, and Ranchani, the other people, and Intricate, thank you for the game. You're definitely improving, so it's good signs. Just keep doing what you're doing because it seems to be working. Sumia said it takes time. Why? If it takes you to one done, I guess for some people it works, because one done is usually a goal for a lot of people, and it's needs to take some time. It's not easy to get to one done, so I can be proud of it. For me, it did take like more than 10 years to get to where I am right now, so it is just a question of dedication and whatnot. But okay, maybe if you're talented, you could go a bit quicker. But yeah, okay. So if you haven't pushed the bell on Twitch, I'll be happy if you can do so, so you know next time when I'm live tomorrow. And if you're new, I would be happy if you can follow if you like the stream. And I got to one EGF one then lost all motivation. Maybe if you can, but EGF 1 dan, I think the EGF ranks are definitely very harsh, because seems there's not many tournaments around, so people improve in the meantime. So EGF is the European Go Federation. Actually, I can put the link in chat here if you want to. So it's really for European people. No, don't have the site for some reason, but you can check here. If you're interested, maybe to take a trip in Europe, and if you want to see if there's tournaments or whatnot, or if you want to go to the Congress this year, it's in Turkey. I think there's all the infos about like European stops and whatnot over here, so you can take a look. And as for the problems, I think you guys know it, but I'm gonna put it on chat again. You can go over here, or goproblems.com is also pretty good. So here you go. So Cosmo approach, solve some problems, go over here and enjoy. It's a game, so don't forget that as well. If you're not aiming to be pro, it's so fun. So yeah, Fox 5 done. Sometimes I get close to 6. Yeah, you're pretty good, and surprising that you only 1 dan EGF. I think maybe you can go to 2, Ranchani, if you put some time and adjust a little bit for the longer time controls or whatnot. Next year we might have a Sofia Go tourney again. Oh, okay, in your country. It's pretty underrated in destination. Yeah, maybe sometime in the future. We'll see. Yeah, it would be nice if I can go and travel. Finland rank bubble is pretty strong. Yeah, I played against I think the only Finnish player I played against is Jesse, if you know him. I know Jeff is streaming. I don't know if he's playing tournaments, but Ice Worthius, maybe. I didn't know. Yeah, I had a nice game against him. It's also pretty good. Pretty solid player. Probably stronger now. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I need to go, so I'll be ending here. Hopefully you have a nice day and you did enjoy the stream. So also, let me just put at the end. Maybe you guys already checked. I'll try to put some content over here, so if you can go and sub, I would be happy if you can do so. And yeah, see you next time, and hope you enjoyed the stream. Have a nice day. Bye.